What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with another video. And in this video, you know how videos that I did previously, you know, when I'm talking about these no good niggas out there, you know, selling drugs and who is a cancer to our community, and I greatly despise what they're doing and shit. And I also went on a rant and made a statement that, you know, when our people do garbage in the streets, how we shouldn't care how the garbage is taken out, whether it's by police or anything like that, because they're very destructive. And my question to you motherfuckers who like to hold a gun and act like you're fucking hard and shit and think that you're somebody when you ain't shit yourself, my question to you is, why in the hell when you have a beef with somebody, that somebody who has absolutely nothing to do with your damn beef get fucking killed because of your ass? Read this story, I skimmed over it, but I like to read a story, you know, read the story in the newspaper, the same Metro newspaper of the 29th, September 29th, 2016. I like to read the story as I go on because things come out, you know, and because me reading the story, I did that before and I went on it, but the more I was reading the story, the more things was coming to mind, and it's like I might as well just pick up pick up the newspaper and go live and just read it. But this is called "The Teen Charged with Murder in Stray Bullet, Death of 8-Year-Old Girl." Teen charged with murder in stray bullet, death of an 8-year-old girl. I'm looking at the picture of her. Oh boy. This says a Camden teenager has been charged with the first-degree murder of an 8-year-old girl last month. The Camden County Prosecutor's Office announced U.S. Marshals arrested Tyon Brown, 18. So this teenager is 18, and 18, according to the law, makes you an adult. 18 years old with a fucking gun. What the fuck are you doing with a gun at 18 years old? It says U.S. Marshal arrested Tyon Brown, 18 years old, in Clarksville, Tennessee, where investigators said he has been hiding at his uncle's home for nearly a month. So this bitch, this 18-year-old bitch, sat up there, got scared, punked out, and went to go live with his uncle in Tennessee. So he fled the area. And you know, black folks, we gotta stop doing this shit. We gotta stop hiding fugitives. And hiding fugitives is also breaking the law in itself. How is it that you hide fugitives? How is it that somebody can sit up there and do whatever the fuck they want in our community and we shelter them? What the fuck is wrong with us? Because see, this shit can go in a different direction. Somebody could murder somebody of his uncles, someone his uncle loved, and now he wants to bring justice. See, it always justice. He wants to bring justice, but yet he's the one who's creating injustice. And see, I always say this. We are always so much of a fucking hypocrite that we only want justice whenever it pertains to us, but we don't want to seek justice. That's why black folks, I believe that's the number one reason why we receive injustice in the courtroom, is because we're too busy creating injustice in our own community. That uncle ought to be a damn ashamed of himself, hiding his fucking nephew because his nephew thought he was old enough to pick up a gun and made a decision as if he was an adult. Because he's 18 years old, shot someone out of stupidness, killed a little girl when he didn't reach his target, and now he punked out like a bitch that he is and went to his uncle. And it says, the Philadelphia Inquirer reported Brown is being held on $250,000 bail as he awaits extradition to New Jersey. Gabrielle Hill Carter was riding her bike across the street from her home on the 900 block of 8th Street on August 24th. When she was caught in a shootout. She was struck in the crossfire and died 2 days later at Cooper University Hospital. And let me tell you motherfuckers something too. I get sick and tired of hearing that well, this person was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Wait a minute, motherfuckers. Hold up. Let's examine that. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time, by logic, you're saying that wickedness can go anywhere that they want, and that's their territory. I refuse to give the territories for these dumb motherfuckers. She was at the right place at the right time. These motherfuckers had the wrong mind at the wrong time. Gabrielle Hill Carter, she was just riding her bike. Had nothing to do with the fucking beef whatsoever. And she was caught in a crossfire. Why? Because these men cannot control their attitude. A lot of these men come from single mothers. And when you come from a single mother, you pick up her ways. And he probably had a mother that couldn't control herself. Probably ran her damn mouth like crazy. That's what's happening in our community. The men are acting like girls, and when you start acting, when you take on the vibe of something that is not natural in you, it throws you all the way off. And when it throws you all the way off, you do things without thinking logically. Because logically, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to talk to you about it. You know, when that person who broke my jaw, I didn't go after him with the gun. No, I'm getting the law. I got the law after him. They viewed the cameras and everything like that. I'm working with the detectives. I'm going to take care of him the right way. And you know what? I'm an exception because I come from a mother, a single mother who loses her attitude. Yeah, she loses her attitude. But I have to make sure that I'm not like that because I'm responsible, because I know what the fuck is going on. A lot of these men loses their attitude because they have been trained and conditioned by their own mothers to act that way. And what else do I mean by trained and conditioned? Let's examine this for an example. We were taught in our community that with anything that women do, anything that our mother do, even when it's wrong, it's okay. It is okay. So even though our mothers we see act a fool, can't shut her damn mouth, always throwing shit and being violent, that again nurtures out of that child. And what happened is that child feels that, hey, mom ain't never been to jail, or if mom been to jail, it was taken so lightly, well, it's going to happen with me. So I don't give a fuck about life. We have devalued life in our community because we're so selfish. You want to be selfish? This is how you be selfish. Be the best person that you can be. That's how you be selfish. And if everybody looks at that and be the best person that they can be, our community can rise. It's not rising because people are selfish. They're after their own attitude. They're after their own thing. They don't give a fuck about your life. They don't give a fuck how you live or you're struggling or anything like that, because it's all about them. And when you have that kind of attitude, then you able to pick up a gun and shoot motherfuckers. Don't know how to aim a motherfucking gun. Don't know how to hit the target, but they hit an 8-year-old girl. It says the shooting is believed to be caused by gang violence. shit. And you see why I'm angry at that fucking uncle? Again, how is it that you have a young man struggling in college, eating ramen noodles and stuff, and nobody's sending him money, but when a person does a crime, you give them shelter and you also put money on their books when they go to prison? What the fuck is wrong with this community, huh? See, this is why whenever a policeman does us wrong and shit, why us marching does absolutely nothing. How the fuck are you going to get mad and angry at cops shooting us down in the street when you are shooting each other down in the street? When you are shooting innocent people down in the street who have absolutely not a damn thing to do with your beef? How? Want to sit there and cry? And most of the times when we cry, when y'all crying about black men being shot down by the police, y'all crying because that was a thug shot down in the street. Sure, they have murdered innocent people. Cops have murdered innocent people. But a lot of times, these cases that are coming up, these guys are not innocent. These guys are torture and tyrants in our communities. So it's gang violence jumped out. And think about it. Think about it. How many bodies does he have? Have anybody ever thought about that? But his dumbass uncle in Tennessee want to hide a gangbanger. No, uncle. No. If I was his uncle, you can't stay with me. Or I will lure him down to the house. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Come on. He'll get down there to Tennessee. And once he get off the airplane, there will be a state trooper or a cop, anybody there in law enforcement to take his ass in. Because when you hide, and when you're hiding somebody who is a fugitive or somebody who has committed murder, when you hide that person, don't you believe in karma? Don't you believe in you reap what you sow? That behavior that you did will wind up visiting you right back. So it says the shooting is believed to be caused by gang violence and more arrests are expected. Camden County Police Chief Scott Thomas told the Inquirer last week. The case of Hill's Carter's death have been stalled in recent weeks by two women who were charged with hindering the investigation. Oh. Black women, disgusting black women. let me talk to you. And you black women who aren't like this, you need to start getting with these black women and start training them. Shut the fuck up. Keep your mouth off of black men who are bringing this shit out. And until you do your fucking job and train these women, shut the fuck up. Question, black woman, scum of the earth, who's hiding these thugs and stuff. Why are you hindering the prosecution? They're hindering them. Why? Because these women don't want to see their high rolling money stop and come to an end. They want to hide that because that's why majority of black women get with bad boys and stuff, get with these gangsters and gangbangers and shit, is because they're making way more money than the honest man. Why? Because when they're selling drugs, you pull about what, a couple $1,000s a week. How much money is that for you? About $500-600, and then you keep pulling that and pulling that and pulling that, and your base grows and shit. So there's that income. So therefore, that drug dealer could be getting $1,000 or $500 or $2,000 a week. And it says that these women, the investigation took long, and these women, what? They were hindering the prosecution. I'm going to reread that again because I discovered a hypocrisy. And when I come back with part 2, I'm going to reveal the hypocrisy of black women. So I will be back with part 2.